Okay, I'm here in Flushing having breakfast. Mr. Ediberto Buen has very big problems. He's being illegally treated with housing. He's going to tell you his whole story now. This is not just him. This problem is prevalent all over the city. This is what's going on. He'll tell you.
I am a recipient of supportive housing managed by the ACMH. And because of this, I was incarcerated because of my roommates who displaced me. And then I was placed on a housing, on an apartment by the ACMH, which is provided by ACMH at 9128 175 Street. I'm supposed to live there, but my social worker deprived me and threatened me not to enter my apartment, since they have provided another apartment for me, which is, I don't know, it doesn't conform to my likeness, since it is very inconvenient for me, for at my age, I'm still going to school at Queensboro Community College as biotechnology student for the second year. I've been asking them some consideration to give me an ample time to make up my mind, since I was incarcerated because of the neglect of duties of my social security, of my social worker, to retrieve my property from the previous apartment.
And you pay your rent.
I am paying my rent every month through my pension. It is provided by approved by the HRA, housing for the mentally ill. Now, I bring this up matter to Office of Mental Health, which is now, I don't know if they are investigating, but since there is no result, I remain on the street. Since it is still summertime, but in my mind, my feeling was hurt. Why is the system so like this, that they already provided me and yet they try to give me a hard time and inconvenience for me? I told them my reason, whereas this would help my healing process, that I am mentally ill, that to combat this I went to school and organized myself to move on. And yet, this social worker doesn't have any compassion or cooperation.
The law is not there to protect you.
Sir?
The law is not there to protect you.
I should be protected. I have my right.
Now you speak Spanish also?
No, I'm Filipino American. I am a citizen.
What other languages do you speak?
Filipino.
Could you say it in Filipino, the same thing?
Napakahirap ang buhay na ganito sa Amerika kung tratuhin kami nitong mga social worker na walang pakialam sa kanilang sa buhay namin, na ang gobyerno pa ang nagbibigay ng truth, na dahil sa amin sila ay nagkakaroon ng sweldo, kinabubuhay na dapat sana ay bigyan nila ng konsiderasyon na hindi naman ako gumagawa ng masama. I'm paying my taxes every year and also doing my treatment and seeing my therapist and psychiatrist, and also they did not even look at my problem to gather my property on my previous address.
Okay.
They even allow my roommates to illegally occupy my room and steal my things.
So this is what happened to Mr. Buen, Ediberto, and this problem is all over. He's paying his rent. They kick him out of his apartment for no reason. This is happening in Brooklyn. This is happening in the Bronx. It's happening in Manhattan. All the boroughs.
And one more thing, there is one unfairness, that I am a righteous person and a law-abiding citizen of this country.
And this is a good man, and they put him on the streets, and he pays his rent.
And I have a roommate who is working full-time and collecting Social Security, and they don't look at it. And then he was retained there in the apartment. Then he is my roommate now, currently. And this address, his name, and this Social Security Administration should look at this person who is doing, it is hurting for me, for I am a taxpayer. And he is defrauding the government, and he is retained there and sleeping on his beautiful bed, paying a minimal rent. only reporting that. Whereas the social worker knows that he is working full-time and collecting Social Security.
Well, Mr. Buen, I would like to
Benefit.
thank you for
Yes, sir.
giving us this information. John Finan
Uh-huh.
with Edilberto Buen, and
They-
we're going to see if we can help him.
They should look at this housing provider, ACMH, the Adult Care for Mental Health, which has an office in Queens Boulevard.
We're going to get that out there. Say
And
thank you.
the name of the social worker who
Don't-
is not.
Don't say the name.
Yeah.
Thank you. Say thank
Thank you very much for, thinking, looking,
And listen.
listening for my plea. That please give me fairness. I'm trying to live as a human being and move on to my life. I am
Say-
already
say
retired.
Thank you and say goodbye.
Thank you and goodbye, sir.
Thank you.